Okay. All right, you are on mute right now, Sarah, but
You know how to make me a host?
oh yeah, I guess I need to do that, huh? All right, you should be good. All right,
Hold
so
on.
we're going to kind of be running these calls a little differently. If you guys haven't been on our calls recent or the last call that we were on, just kind of starting it with some wins, sharing a little bit like that. We're going to share info about a new product every time we're on the call every week as well, because obviously we've got a lot of new people, and even if you're not new, I'm sure there's things you can still learn about the products. And then right now we're currently doing build to last. And then after that, I mean, we'll kind of, depending on the weeks and what we're needing to train on, we'll probably do different subjects. But I'm really excited about this book. I have already read, this is my third time reading it over to chapter 6 because I keep starting it with different people. And so, yeah, I just read chapter 1 for the third time already in the last like 2 months. And anyway, I'm really excited about it and can't wait to share with you guys all that we're learning from it.
Sorry, this is such a pain to get it to present. Present, yay. Can y'all see it? Okay, well, the product of the season is Vital Biome, and this time I was smart and I printed out my notes. So I'm just going to read my notes, just share more about it. Of course, we do have 2 probiotics with Plexus. We have our super powerful ProBio 5. I'm not going to go into all that one tonight. But tonight we are talking about Vital Biome, which a lot of people call the chill pill. There's only 30 capsules in this, and that is because you're really only supposed to take, like the serving is 1 a day. Some people do take 2 a day, like if you're having a really bad, stressful day, you can take 2 a day. So I'm going to talk about just real quick the basics that how Plexus gives it to us on the info sheet. There is an info sheet on every product, and this one is 6 pages long. So Plexus Vital Biome is a revolutionary probiotic supplement. It contains 8 clinically studied probiotic strains with over 279 scientific studies that support improved health and mood while reducing feelings of stress and anxiety. So I learned something new. I really didn't know it only had 8 strains. I can list you the strains. I'm not going to read them now because it's like, all the crazy words. These powerful demonstrated probiotics help bring your microbiome into balance. It helps boosting your immune and digestive systems, also improves your mood. It works to make you healthier and happier from the inside out. The primary benefits of Vital Biome are they help reduce feelings of stress and anxiety, promotes relaxation, stabilizes stress hormones, improves your mood, helps combat bloating and relieves bowel discomfort. Didn't know that. Boosts immune and digestive systems, helps reduce GI distress. The advantage of Vital Biome is it contains 8 strains that have been clinically demonstrated for health and happiness, 20 billion live probiotics at time of manufacture, clinically studied levels of probiotics even at the time of expiration. So that's pretty important. That's well made. It has a delayed release capsule, which protects living organisms from stomach acid. So when you do take it, and this is the same for our ProBio 5, when you do take our probiotics, why they're so effective is because it has the delayed release capsule, and it makes it all the way down into your gut to be more effective. Some products, probiotics don't have that. Ours is also gluten-free, it's non-GMO, and it's 100% vegetarian. Let's see what else. I think that's pretty much all I'm going to share on that. And I would love for anyone that is on the call, like raise your hand if you take Vital Biome daily and it's made a difference in your life. All right, Allison, will you unmute and share? Sorry, I got you on a bite.
No, you're good. I know. That's why I turned my video off. Sorry. I was just having to inhale dinner so I could get on the call. Yeah, I was
Vital Biome, what has it done for you, and when do you take it?
I started it. So when I initially started, like right when it came out, I started taking it in the mornings, like it said, and honestly, it made me like super tired, y'all. And it was weird. And I was like, what is happening? We were finding some people were doing that. So for, I think it was like a week or two, I switched and took ProBio in the morning and I took Vital Biome at night. And like after my gut got adjusted, it didn't make me tired anymore. And I switched back and everything was fine. It was just an odd thing. So I just thought I would throw that out there.
I have heard a couple people say it makes them tired.
Yeah. In case it makes, I know Randy dealt with it too. There were a bunch of people that said it when it came out, and we just weren't expecting it. So we were surprised. So, but if it does make people tired in the morning, just have them take it at night for a little bit, switch back, see if that works. I mean, they can always leave it switched if they wanted, but Vital Biome has made a huge difference for me as far as my mood, how I'm feeling. I actually have started taking 2 a day. My system just generally needs a large amount of probiotics, which I've been told by my naturopath. And I actually took an extra Vital Biome when I had some dental work done, and it surprised me how much better I felt like that whole day. And then I went back to 1, and then it was like a one-sided thing. So they did one side, and then the next week they were doing the next side. So I was like, oh, I'll bump it up again. And I was like, man, I had the best day. This was great. And I was like, why am I not taking 2 of these every day? So I did, and I do.
That's awesome.
And it's the best.
Yeah. So, I mean, basically Vital Biome, it can help boost your immune system. You know, you heard a little bit, it said a little bit about bloating and digestion. It can help that kind of thing. I'd say ProBio 5 is more for the digestive issues, and Vital Biome is more for the stressed out, the anxiety, the depression, the mood. And again, it helps also boost your immune system a little bit differently than ProBio 5 does, because it has those 8 strains that have, what did it say, like 20 million or whatever?
20 billion CF.
20 billion live probiotics. So that's different than ProBio 5. So does anyone have any questions about, were you going to share something, Randy?
I just wanted to add really quickly though, if you do have someone who is struggling with anxiety issues and whatnot, I still highly recommend starting them with the triplex first. This did not exist when I started, and it helped me tremendously. The triplex did, with getting rid of those feelings and my panic attacks that I was having. So I would say if someone is dealing with that, I say start with triplex first and then add this in after. That's what I highly recommend. That's all I want to add.
Okay. Well, that's it for Vital Biome. Oh, so as far as getting it, the way that they do the perks reward thing. So this is our product of the season. And if you have perk points saved up, you get a discounted amount of perk points. Like it's less perk points to buy this. I don't know the total. It's probably,
I think it's usually 500 and it's 450 now.
okay. That seems high for that.
I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I can check, but
okay, we'll put that in the chat afterwards. I should have checked that. Okay, well, next we're going to talk about our book, and Randy's going to head that up, but we've been reading it together. It's an awesome book. I hope you guys, if you don't have the book yet and you're watching this on record, like get the Audible or get the book that you can read in person. I have both. And yeah, just follow along with us. We're going to be reading a chapter a week, and it's just really good. All right, Randy.
All right, hold on. Sorry, I was gonna perks, but I'm still not finding it. Maybe you can do that while I'm talking. Okay, so how many of you guys have started to read this so far? 1, 2, 3. Anybody? 4. Okay, majority of you. Awesome. If you haven't, definitely jump on it if you can. Okay, so like I said, the last call that we had, the first half of the book is talking about basically helping yourself become that leader. And then the next is becoming a leader of leaders and learning how to lead others, which is just, it's really, really fun and exciting. And I guess what I loved, okay, so the intro, he talks about the real reason, and this is the one thing I will tell you guys over and over again too. The real reason a select few experience success at the highest levels is simply their mindset. And I would definitely have to agree with that. Mindset and fear are the 2 things that I would say hold everybody back. If there's something going on and someone says they're stuck and I'm sitting here trying to figure out whatever it is, it literally is one of those two things or a mix of the two things together. So this book, he's just basically, he talks about how, this is just the intro, I'm kind of summarizing a little bit and just picking some things that I highlighted. So you have the ability to change your mindset and attract success at the highest levels. And I absolutely agree with that. You know, I actually have struggled a lot in this business, or I should say the last however many years, 7.5 years I've been doing this, with mindset. And it's really funny because, I mean, my journey was a little bit crazier than most people. I started this business when I was in Italy, moved back for 10 whole months. Then I moved to Korea for 2 years and then moved back to the States. Pandemic hits 8 months later. Like, it was very challenging. You know, I didn't make excuses, but I had a very challenging experience with this. And I remember just being so excited when I got back from Korea, thinking, all right, I'm going to build this thing up in Tennessee and we're going to go fast and we're going to go straight to the top all the way to diamond. And then, like I said, the pandemic hit and I ended up getting to this place where I wasn't fully focused. I was stressed out and worried about everything else going on in the world. And I wasn't focused on my business. And oh, you said it's 270 perks. Okay. I was completely wrong and far off with that. So open your chat if you guys don't have it open, if you guys want to kind of also interact while we're while I'm talking. But anyway, I even it was, you know, after all of that, and I made a decision to not really focus on what was going on in the rest of the world. And when I did, things started getting better and moving in the right direction. And we hit Sapphire last April. And I think that's a team effort, obviously. Yes, that's my rank, but that is a team effort. Like, I can't do that or get here without the rest of you guys. And so wherever the leader is in their mindset and their focus, the rest of the team is as well, right? So it's like, if I'm off track, I'm probably pushing everybody else off track. So anyway, I went to, where do we go? Kona. We went to Kona, Hawaii. Wait, no, sorry. Yeah, it was Kona. We went to Kona, Hawaii this past September. And I remember just talking to several leaders, and, as well as Brandy Walker. And she was just like, you need a mindset coach. And I was like, you know what? I think you do. I just don't know who that's going to be. And crazy thing was, I just prayed about it. And I got on the first team call with Julia Carty and this girl, Brooke, who's a sideline partner. And I was like, this is my girl. Like, that's literally what she does. She does mindset work. And it helped me tremendously. I really didn't think I needed the work that I needed to do even after hitting Sapphire. I thought, you know what, I'm good, I'm great, but I needed that even further along. So we all need work on our mindset, no matter where you are in this journey. Some of us need more than others, but it's always good to get some coaching done, whether it's someone outside of our team or someone on the team. Coaching is so very important. The cornerstone of Build to Last business is leadership and relationships. And I mean, I'm sure that you guys can also agree with that. This is a relationship building business. And I think recently I just said that to Renee on a call. We talked about that, right? I said, because she had mentioned I'm not a salesperson. And I said, me neither. And I'm pretty sure Christy said the same, and same thing with Sarah. Most of us can probably agree we are not salespeople, right? But it's really about building relationships and building leaders in this business. And honestly, I never saw myself doing any of this. I feel that God, you know, what is it? He doesn't call the equipped, he equips the called, right? Did I say that right? Yes. But I feel like I couldn't do this without him either. So says who you become, who you must become is what this section is about, and what you have to do is the next section. So there are some things you are going to want to download too along this while you guys are reading this book. And all right, let's see here. He shares his story. He is actually super high up in Beachbody. I don't know if you guys know that. I can't remember. I think I looked him up afterwards to figure out who was this guy and where is he coming from. But I love also when he shares, he goes, I was rich because I truly had the ability to do what I wanted, when I wanted, with who I wanted. And that was one of the things that, and we'll talk about, I think it might be chapter 2 where you have to do the action step of sharing your why a little bit. But I think most of us can relate to that and the reason why we do this, right? We want to have more time with the people that we love. All right, chapter 1. we're gonna real quickly, because I don't want to run out of time. So I'm just gonna quickly go through the action steps. So it said, make a list of the leaders you admire. And I want you guys to just go into the chat right now. And I want you guys to share with me, you know, people that you admire in this company. And if you guys are new to this, you probably don't know who to say, but watch along with what other people are saying and follow them. That is actually one of the first things that I did in this business is I was given a list of people who are successful in this business, and I went and friended them or followed them depending on if they were on our team or not. So can some of you guys share in the chat some people that we can, the others can follow? Ones that you guys, I'm struggling to see the list for some reason. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we've got Rosalind Payne. Rosalind Payne is one of our amazing diamond upline. She is so sweet. Christina Williams and Brittany. I always forget her last name, Sarah.
Howard.
Thank you, Allison. Brittany Howard, and I think is her name spelled with N-E-Y? Is it Brittany or is it A-N-Y? For people to follow her, I want to say it's the other way, but I can't remember. But yeah, Brittany Howard, I love those two as well. Okay, Andrea Mitchell. Yep, she's another one of our incredible diamond leaders. Brandy Walker, Julia Carty. Definitely friend Brandy Walker, Julia, if you have not friended them yet. Brandy is the sweetest person you'll ever met. She's so down to earth, and if you're coming to convention with us, you're gonna love her. Okay, Jacqueline, you put Shay. Who's Shay? Shay. My brain's not working.
Sorry, I was on mute. I follow her on Instagram. She's another diamond within the company.
What's her last name though?
Oh my God, I'm drawing a blank. I don't remember.
Okay.
She does a lot of like the reels that people share with like this.
I think I know who you're talking about, and I can't think of her last name right now either.
Yeah.
Maybe you can share in the chat if you find, like, you can share her Instagram or something if anyone wants to follow her.
Yeah.
Sarah and Christy, Melissa Eichenhorst. Yeah, she is incredible. Shay Jones. Is Shay Jones? Okay. Bob Heilig. Yes. He's not in Plexus, for those of you guys who don't know who Bob Heilig is, but he is an incredible leader and he trains on network marketing. He used to be a network marketer. I don't know what company he used to do, but Messy Upgrade. Yes. Okay. Yeah, that is her.
I think he was an Advocare.
Was it Advocare?
I think so, but I might be wrong.
Okay. Brianne Coolidge. Yes, Brianne Coolidge. Love her too. All right. All right. So working with the above list, what do they do differently than others? What types of people are they? How do they make other people feel? What skills do they possess that you admire? You guys can just start listing some names out there, or not names, but qualities, characteristics of these people that you admire and you love. I'm waiting.
I'm just going to unmute. I don't feel like typing. I love Brittany and Christina's. They're on a team together. Brittany Howard and Christina Williams. I love their focus on business, and they are just like, so like, boom, this is what you do. And they like lay it all out.
Yeah.
Oops. And then Brittany Howard has a podcast for those of y'all that have not listened to it. It's so good.
Lead Her. It's called Lead Her Ship. So
Yeah.
with an H in there, Her Ship. It's really good. Thank you, Christy. Allison put full of joy, encouraging, always learning. One thing I will say is that about, I don't know, you're probably just saying characteristics that you love, but Rosalind Payne, I think you were the one that put her name down. She is one of those leaders that the reason why I fell in love with her immediately is I went to my first leaders retreat. I was a senior gold ambassador, thinking no one knows me or whatever. They're not really going to talk to me. She's a diamond ambassador, and she comes over to me and she gives me a big old hug and she's asking all about my life. And then I go to the next convention and she remembers everything about me and keeps asking more questions. And I'm like, wow, I want to be like her. I love how she's so friendly and approachable and down to earth. And that's what I learned about a lot of our diamonds, which made me, it's what shocked me the most. I think it's what made me realize I could do this, because I used to think people at the top are just I don't know, untouchable, like not like me.
Me
And
too.
I met
I
them.
thought that.
Huh?
I thought that. I was starstruck to meet you, Randy.
Aw.
At Topsail, yeah, that first retreat, I was like, Randy Walker and Randy, oh my gosh, they're here in living color. But y'all are ordinary people that are so relatable. And I'll just say absolutely the same thing about Roz. When we were at Gatlinburg and they did the diamond training with us, and they sat at a table with like 6 or 7 of us at a time. And she just opened up her life and heart. And it was like, when we were done and I asked her one question, she's like, I really like you. It's like, well, thank you. And then it was like, you know, I've asked her a couple of questions along the way, and she always answers me back. And I'm like, you're a diamond, you know, I'm so far down your line. I don't even know if anything I do matters, right? But she cares about every person on our team. It doesn't matter whether you're bringing her points or not. I feel like all of them, you know, all of y'all, you know, you're investing in our futures. And so, yeah, that's what I'm really impressed by.
Yeah, absolutely. Same. Anyone else want to add anything? I'm going to read a little bit what you guys said.
I've just met a couple of, I think, her name just went right out of my head. She was a Sapphire at the time. I think, I don't know what she is now. Anyway, she just, when I talked to her, she made me feel so important. I mean, she just focused completely on me, and I'm like, but I kept looking around thinking she was talking to somebody else.
Aw. And who was this someone on our team, you said?
I'm sorry?
Was this one of the leaders on our team or just some random person that you met in the company?
Yes, she's on all the stuff. Oh, sorry. It's late in the day. Maybe I'll think of it in the morning.
Oh,
Can I read this little part from the book?
yes,
It's
please. Yes.
It's just a couple sentences.
Yep.
On page 33. I just
Read
love
it
how
toward the
this
microphone.
Huh?
Read it toward the microphone.
Okay.
When you turn your head away, you can hear.
It says, building a team of leaders rather than followers allows you to create the freedom in your life to do what you want, when you want, with who you want. Becoming a leader of leaders gives you freedom in your business, and it gives you freedom in your life. And I love how this is kind of, a lot of us I know on this journey, we love to help people with the products. Like, we love the products because we so believe in them. We started for the products. But this book is also helping us it's helping me make a little bit of a shift where I've kind of been on this path, I'd say, for the past year or two. But seeing yourself as a leader of leaders, like, we can share the products and sell the products all day because they sell themselves. And there's so many incredible testimonies. But if we're not building and developing ourselves as leaders and seeing how we can lead other leaders, we're going to stay at the same place. And so I'm really excited how this book, if you're following along and you take the time to read it and dig into it, you know, doing the action steps, it's going to change you.
Absolutely. Thanks, Sarah, for reading that. I think I was on the very last question really quickly. I know we're running out of time, so I want to make sure that we are respecting everyone's time. So, and I know Sarah and I have a couple quick announcements afterwards too, and a couple other things to share. So, but one thing I will say right here, this is number 3. It says to assist yourself in training your mind to think leadership thoughts and becoming a leader of leaders. Leader of leaders thoughts. Put reminders around your house, in your car, on your phone, and elsewhere, saying things like, I am becoming a leader of leaders. I'm looking for leaders, not followers. I am a leader. And I remember thinking how silly this sounded. And I think Christy, I probably remembers me chatting a little bit about this in October, having to put these statements out there. I actually have one right here on my computer. It says, I have a growing Sapphire team heading towards Diamond. People like to follow me because I provide value to them. I'm qualified for the job. Christ will equip me. And oh, I love that, Sarah. But it works. And I have Post-its literally all over my house. I have alarms that go off on my phone to remind me. But I used to think it was the silliest thing. I'm like, oh, this is silly. And then as I was doing my coaching, she, my girl Brooke, she was like, you have to say this stuff over and over again. She's like, I can't even tell you how many times it is before it actually becomes a belief in your head. And she's right. I mean, I have had, and I've honestly, these Post-its have been up my house since October, and I still look at them all the time. And most of the stuff I have around there are memorized too. So I highly recommend, like Sarah said, take the action. Don't just read the book. Take the action and actually do these actionable steps. They're really easy. There's not much to it, but I'm telling you, it is going to help you grow so much, and it's really going to help with your mindset more than anything, because that is literally what's holding you back. So I don't know if you guys have anything that you guys want to add really quickly before we kind of talk about some other things. But you are free to say something, or you're free to throw it in the chat as well.
Sorry, you guys, I hopped on kind of late. I was actually doing a sign up, and I'm down at the beach for a week. But what I thought was interesting, I listened to the first 3 chapters on the way down here on, I guess it was Saturday afternoon. Craig Holliday was a mentor that I had many years ago in another business, and I just thought that was really interesting. But I loved all that he talked about as far as developing leaders, and just that ripple effect, and being able to go on vacation and not coming back to numerous messages asking for help.
Yes. Thanks for sharing that, Anne.
You're welcome.
Sarah, there you go. And here is our great announcement for our team. You guys, our ad-free contest. So usually every month we'll have new fun contests that we have going on. And we thought, you know what, no better time than to have something like this. We've got a cruise around the corner. And obviously for those going to Nashville with us for convention, these travel bags, I have never had the compression ones, but I've had the ones that look like number 2, where it shows before you compress it. And they have helped me tremendously with putting more into my bag and organizing. So when I saw that they had compression bags, they were like, this is the coolest thing ever. And I thought they were super, super cute. So anyway, this is what Sarah, Allison, and I have come together to give you guys this month when you add 3 ambassadors for the month. And so I think, has Renee gotten it already? Yes. So Renee, you've actually already earned this. So
Hey, Renee! Congrats. Where are you traveling to next?
We're going to Costa Rica. I think I'll be going before I would get this, but we're going at the end of the month. So
awesome.
We'll be
well, we'll go ahead and send them out so you can use them.
Oh, thank you. Yay. Thanks.
I went to Costa Rica on my honeymoon 26 years ago. It's so beautiful there.
I love Costa Rica.
I can't wait.
That's awesome. Well, congratulations.
So hopefully you guys are as excited about these as we are. We'll put a post up on the page, but we thought it would be really fun to just kind of announce it on the call tonight. So
yeah. The other thing I wanted to make sure is, I know a lot of you guys are in the push groups, which Randy is helping lead those with some of our other jewel and diamond leaders. So for those of you that are on the call, are you guys in the groups? Anyone not in a group?
What group?
I'm in a group.
There's push to senior gold. There's push to ruby and senior ruby. And then push to emerald. So I'm also, for those of you that are not in one of those groups, I'm also doing I talked to Christy about doing this just because we have a lot of newer people that are sharing that might not have gotten in one of those groups. And I'm doing like a 7-day, it's usually called Silver and 7, but I called it May Summer Spending Money. So we're doing that for a week if you want to get into that, and anyone can get in there, but it's great for new people. And it's just 1 post a day, 1 video a day, but make sure if you're in those groups, like don't forget about being in them, like comment in them, grab some people in them to become sidelines with, make sure you're kind of doing the tasks, even though you might feel really busy. These tasks are to help us build our business.
Yeah, I highly recommend anybody, if you're not in one of the other groups, which if you are new, you probably aren't. I highly recommend the what Sarah's talking about. That's one of the first things that I had ever done when I first started this business. And it just kind of helped me realize how simple it is and the basic little steps that I needed to take to grow in this business. Sarah, are you gonna real quickly, last thing, talking about the pink party thing?
Oh yeah. So I've shared before with a lot of my team, but we've really called them launch parties before, but anytime somebody is either new or they love their products, they want to get their products paid for, there's several options that we can help them do. And one of them is called like the pink party, and it can just be a Facebook event. And what I wanted to really help my team do personally and myself is just go back to all the new people, first of all new VIPs, and then even people that love their products or might want to get their products paid for, and reach out to them and say, hey, I'd love to do this, a Facebook event for you. And you can also do a Zoom, or you could do a messenger chat event. There's several ones that you could do, but just using that as an opportunity to reach out and help people, invite, 5, 10 people. And it can explode your business. And it's an easier way. I know a lot of people sometimes struggle with saying, would you do a post or would you share? And, this is kind of easy for them. It's like a Tupperware party, or it's like a Norwex party, or whatever other party that you might have gone to online. And they're just going to learn more information about our products. They're going to hear some testimonies, not going to be super long. All they have to do really is invite a group of people and make sure those people that they invite get connected with your sponsor, so that they can help them, refer which products and get them signed up. So I have some videos that you guys can watch, but I really want to kind of empower our team to learn a little bit more about doing this for growth purpose.
Yes. There actually was a time where we were doing plenty of these, Sarah. Wasn't that, it was in 2020, I think, right? And we were doing a ton of them back to back, as well as a lot of Zoom calls actually like this, but they were information calls on Zoom, and they were very, very successful when we were doing them.
Yeah.
So don't be afraid of them. Like Sarah said, it's probably one of the easier ways, better ways to, just to help people get their products covered. And don't be afraid to ask people, to ask people to post if they share something with you and they say they're feeling more energized, or they lost 9 pounds, or whatever it is. Tell them how incredible that is, and how so many people, so inspiring that is, and how so many people probably could relate to that, and encourage them to share. And if they don't want to share, then this is always a different route of going, to say, hey, maybe we can, would you be willing to have a party? That way I can, maybe help you get your products covered, and you don't have to worry about sharing, putting yourself out there if they don't want to do that. But I will say it works really, really well.
Yeah. And it's fun, and the people learn about the products, and they get, started on a healthy routine with you. And, it's not like join my business and do a post and try and get, it's a lot easier for them.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, so we're going to share more about that. Look for that. Also, real quick, and then we'll hop off because it's late. But Plexus did start the Slim Down Challenge. I did a post about it tonight in our Lead with Love page, with a link to the Pivotal group. And so for those of you that are not connected in Pivotal yet, or don't have your people connected, it's really important that we do that. And in the Pivotal Facebook group, so we're not running it, it's a Plexus Facebook group. They are having I think every few days they're doing like a 30-minute workout live in the group. They're having recipes, they're doing like pop-up prizes. So just all kinds of fun stuff. And right now they're having, everyone take like their before pictures. And then at the end of 2 months, I don't know if it's 2 months or 6 weeks, But anyways, at the end of the time, they're going to have you do your after picture and kind of submit, you can do a reset during it. You can, they want you to do like triplex and lean. Our lean protein shakes is a great way to just really work on your weight and also getting in that protein to build lean muscle. So that's kind of their focus, those focus products. But their goal is to help people, go through weight loss and getting in shape. And I'm pretty sure they're doing prizes for like the afters and whatnot. So anyways, get registered for that and share that with your VIPs too. Alrighty, well, does anyone have any questions about what we shared or just anything else that you want to comment on? You can unmute.
Real quickly, congrats, Anne, on adding your first VIP for the month. That's awesome. I heard you like saying that as you were saying other things, so I didn't get to say that to you.
Yeah, thanks so much. We had just come up from the beach and I was literally in the middle of changing and she called me. So that's why my video was off. I was literally like in my bra and underwear doing the sign up. But I got it done.
That's awesome.
That's hilarious.
Oh.
I snapped a picture. Alrighty, well, if anyone doesn't have anything else, we will say goodbye and we will see you next week. As of right now, the only things that I know that are coming up are the Thursday real life, real stories. I think there's one tonight, I guess, at 9:30, if anyone wanted to pop on and listen to that. But yeah, that's it. Y'all have a great week.
Thank you guys.
All right, have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.